Yeah, I mean part of the game is changing speeds and eye levels, in, out, up and down, hard and soft. So, my game plan's been the same since the day I got here, and that's relying on either Sandy or Vasky behind the plate, and they've done a really good job of getting me through games. And Sandy tonight was exceptional behind the plate. As a staff, we put him through a little bit of a beating. So, he really held it down for us back there tonight.
Second row to your left, guys.
Chris, how much was your pitching tonight the result of this is what you had, and how much of it was this is what you thought would work against them? In other words, in terms of your recovery, did you pitch what you could pitch with tonight, or did you pitch as much off-speed stuff as you did because you thought that would be the most effective against the Yankees tonight?
Like I said before, I go based on what my catcher says, and that was, Sandy's game plan tonight was, doing whatever we had to do to get outs. There's no holding back now. It's everything on the table, everything you got. AC said something to me the other night that really stuck, and that was win the first pitch and then win every pitch after that. And I threw every pitch tonight like he was going to take the ball out of my hand after the pitch I threw. So, like I said, you just got to go up there and do what you got to do to get a win.
Other questions? Pete, we'll get you the mic.
JD, especially given how the game played out, how important was it the early start against Happ, and what sort of adjustments did you guys make against him after the success he had against you earlier?
Obviously it was important to get that lead right away, and I think it kind of took a little pressure off everyone. Anytime you go into a playoff game, everyone's adrenaline's high, tensions are going and stuff like that, and I think just giving Chris that lead, being able to let him just settle in and go out there and pitch, I think definitely just help relax everybody. As far as Jay, I think that it was one of those things where he made a few mistakes and we capitalized on some mistakes, really.
To your right, guys. Tyler.
JD, sometimes free agents come to a new place and they struggle or they take a little time to get adjusted. What was about this fit or where you are in your career that made it such a seamless adjustment for you?
I mean, part of it was, I bounced around a bit, and I think I was kind of used to the new scene, and the other half was the guys in the team, and Alex Cora. This is a team without any egos. Everyone here is just a humble group of guys, and everyone's just kind of just pushing for each other, and it's just an easy fit. It was an easy situation to come into.
And this is for Chris also. You faced JD many times in the Central Division. You had your battles, good and bad, but what made him such a difficult out, and what have you learned about him from being his teammate?
Well, I was obviously listening to what he was saying, but something I would add to that is the preparation. I've never seen anybody prepare like him. The focus, the attention to detail. He could tell you what someone threw to him in spring training in 2012 in the 7th inning of a 3-4 ball game. He knows his stuff, and and once he gets locked in, he's in the zone. So, obviously, we do have a good team. We do have a great coaching staff, and we do have a very good group of guys in here. But he puts in the work too, and there's no question about that.
Other questions? Brian, we'll get you the mic.
Chris, when you're between starts now in the postseason, do you prepare as if you might be using it out of the bullpen in any given game, or only if somebody tells you that day that might happen?
Yeah, I show up tomorrow just figuring out where we're going. We just take it day by day, honestly. Obviously, we take tonight and enjoy it, but quick turnaround tomorrow. And like I said, just kind of figure out where they want me to go and whether they want me to start or be in the bullpen. Like I said, it's all hands on deck. Everything you got. There's no holding back.
Left side, Anthony.
Chris, how much have you felt tonight like a guy who had only pitched 17 or 18 innings in the last 2 months versus the adrenaline just taking over and feeling like yourself?
Yeah, I did. I felt more like myself because I felt like this was just a normal start. Not normal in terms of not being a postseason start, but just like there's no restrictions. There's no going out to the bullpen after my start to to add pitches, or I knew I was going to get my 100 plus pitches or somewhere around there, and that's a very freeing feeling, and also being here pitching at Fenway, that was awesome. This was obviously my first postseason start here at Fenway, and that's something I'll never forget. That was incredible. 3 runs on the board after your first inning doesn't hurt either, so we'll take that again tomorrow.
Second row here.
Chris, was this a step towards even maybe 110 pitches, or was to something else, or what do you have? Do you have 7 innings, 110 pitches going forward?
If he didn't take the ball out of my hand, I'd have kept throwing. Like I said, I've said it. This is my 3rd time saying it. There's no holding back. They want me to throw 150. I'm throwing 150. If they ask me to throw tomorrow, I'll throw tomorrow. And I think that's the mindset for every person in this clubhouse, up and down the lineup and up and down the pitching staff. We are fully prepared for whatever is going to be thrown our way, and we're not going to shy away from it.
Take several last ones. Johnny?
And can both of you talk about how precarious the game was late in the game, and could you talk about the bullpen tonight? And at any time were you nervous at all?
I'll take this one. Yeah, I mean, it's postseason baseball. You got to be prepared for anything. We obviously have a lot of faith and trust in our guys. It's baseball, though. Anything can be thrown at you. The one thing that I said before and that I will stand strong on is Sandy being behind that plate and blocking balls in the dirt, calming us down, calling all the right pitches and being in the right spots when he needed to. I mean, we put him through the ringer tonight, and top to bottom, from the start of the game to the very end. So I think when you look back at this game and you go look at how many balls we threw in the dirt to try to get swing and misses, and he was as solid as you can possibly be behind the plate, and I think that helps tremendously.
2 last ones. Tyler?
JD, it's probably a longer conversation, but it's obviously difficult for a hitter to hit 330 with 40 home runs. I mean, you don't see that combination a lot. What is it about your game, your swing or your approach, that allows you to both hit for average and power?
I think it's a combination of who I am and what I take pride in. I don't go up there and try to hit home runs. Contrary to everyone's belief of, oh, JD's a launch angle guy, he wants to get the ball in the air, this and that. Yeah, that is true, but you're not sitting up there trying to force situations, trying to force things. I believe that you're a hitter first and you're a slugger second type deal. I prepare and I work hard on my swing, on my craft, on a day in and day out basis to do that, to allow me to do that. And, I was able to, play alongside, in my opinion, the best hitter with Miguel Cabrera, and just kind of watch the way that he goes about it and the way that, he looks at situations and he takes his shots when to try to really drive a ball versus when to try to just shoot a ball type deal. And I don't know, I think I've just grown over the years, really, and just learned about who I am and what I can do and what I can't do, really.
I'll take the last one from Evan on your left.
JD, when you connect with that pitch and you're circling the bases, I mean, is it a different feeling than any of the other 40-plus you hit this year? The setting, the stage, all that? I mean, what's going through your mind?
Yeah, definitely. It's a bit different feeling. Everything you did before during the season doesn't matter anymore. This is the playoffs. It's from here on out, everything starts at 0. You look at the scoreboard, all your numbers are 0, 0, 0. So what's at stake. You know what the situation is. You were playing the Yankees. This is the playoffs. This is, you got to go. And now's the time to get it going and stuff like that. And, when I hit it, obviously I was a little bit more pumped up, I'd say, than every other home run I hit during the season, really. But that's just because of the stage, really.